Hey guys, it's Stephen Waters. I'm one of the leaders here at CSSI. I'm with David Weiner today, and we're talking about social media. Some of you guys may know that David is one of the most aggressive users we've got in our sales force with social media, and he does a lot with it. So we're having a conversation today about how you can engage in social media, not be afraid of it, and what it can do for you. So, David, how long have you been with CSSI? Tell us.
I've been with CSSI, I think it's just about 8 years now, but really only serious about 5 years.
Okay. And and I hear that from a lot of people. They get started and then they finally go, oh, I get this.
I suffered from what they call analysis paralysis.
Well, yeah.
I felt like I had to know everything about cost segregation and bonus depreciation and everything before I got started talking to people. I found out very quickly that that's not possible. And you just got to get it.
No, and that's a good point that a lot of new reps make, that they feel like, okay, I've got to know as much as the CTA, or I've got to know every little tax code detail. And it's just not true. One of the things we talked about today in our meeting was, I forget how the phrase was, I'm part of a team.
I work with a team that,
Yeah.
And I've learned that it's very okay to say, I don't know, but I'll get the answer for you.
It's good. Tell us how you're finding new business and your social media strategy. Let's just discuss it. I'm curious.
Yeah, I am a little bit different than most of the reps. There's a million different ways to tackle CSSI sales.
Right.
I love public speaking and have always loved public speaking. I spent 20 years as a pastor, and I don't get to speak every Sunday anymore. So
this scratches the itch.
This scratches the itch. It's great. And so I take opportunities to speak wherever I can, whether that's large conferences or meetings or podcasts. I guest on a lot of podcasts, and social media, where I can record myself speaking on video and post it out there.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are mortified of public speaking. But social media is different. I mean, you can literally record yourself in your home office, wherever, in your car. I know you guys have seen a ton of people in their cars.
Absolutely.
And the truth is, you can do it as many times as you want with your phone until you're happy with the take. And so I'm an old guy.
You and me both, brother.
My kids laugh at me because I was around before the internet existed. When the kid down the street who had a VCR camera to film something, would show, up at my house with this big thing on his shoulder. And now we've all got,
We used to use the Super 8 camera.
Yeah. No, okay. But it's the fact that we can do things now that I know when we were coming of age, you never thought we'd have this much technology just readily available.
Absolutely. And kind of getting started with that sort of thing is kind of like getting started in sales too. Mm-hmm. People, they'll shoot something on their camera, they'll look at it and they'll say, oh, I look terrible. My hair's not right. Oh, I should wear this, or I should wear that, or I don't know how to put captions on it. I don't know how to. The easiest way to get good at doing those kinds of things is just do it and post it. And It doesn't matter. I look back at some of the first videos that I created. I'm mortified at myself.
But I think that's a thing, a trend that I see happening just in my years of being in the marketing and that arena as a consultant, is that there was a time when everybody felt like it had to be perfect. Everything you did had to be perfect. And now we're coming into an era of everyone has a smartphone. And so it's almost like the game is not perfection. The game is quantity or just doing it.
It's quantity and being real.
I agree with that.
You see people shooting in their cars.
Right.
You see people doing a video tasting a brand new hamburger from somewhere or whatever and spilling stuff on themselves. And so, it has become a lot easier, for one, to do that sort of thing. And also, it's become a lot more relaxed. I find out that I get more views on videos where it's, hey, I think of a quick idea and shoot a quick video, sometimes on my phone, and just post it. I haven't put a lot of planning into it. I'm not thinking about what I'm wearing, but I'm getting some information out there that I want to get out.
Right, right. Let me ask you a question. What platforms do you like? Do you use? Do you prefer?
I use almost all of, I use Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, which is now X, Instagram, TikTok, although TikTok may be going away, I hear. We don't know.
Yeah.
But the majority of views that I get are like on Instagram, and I also use YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. So I post to all of those, but I'm getting a lot of following and a lot of likes and things on Instagram. So that's kind of my favorite.
You know what when I'm working with people and teaching people, I usually tell them find at least two and learn those two well enough to post something and be comfortable with it.
And it's getting easier to post to the different platforms.
Cross post.
Yeah. Yeah. So mostly I'll create a video and then cross post it to all of them.
He's a pro. Yeah. My advice is find two that you're comfortable with and be consistent. I think
Consistency is very important. And you'll see kind of varying opinions as to what is right. I really don't care. Frequency is important. So I try to post at least once a day, sometimes twice a day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I use AI. I take podcasts that I've been on and break it into smaller clips that cover a particular topic, or I take long form videos that I've done in the past and then break them up into short bite, small bite videos, 1 minute. What
about for a new rep? Hey, my thinking is that a new rep, as they learn a bit of information, can record just that little snippet.
Absolutely, that's true.
Hey, did you know this about, cost segregation or some little piece of information?
I've done 2 or 3 videos regarding that Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act that was passed by the House, that's in the Senate right now, that would bring back 100% bonus depreciation, as well as a number of other things. And when I hear some news, then I create a quick video just to give people an update because they're waiting to hear. So when it was passed by committee, I posted a 30-second video. When it was passed by the House, I did a video.
Well, what happens is then people start to know that and follow these things. So they don't have to keep up with it. They just have to keep up with you.
One of the big things in this business is people understanding that you know your topic and that you are an authority. And so building some credibility in the business, one of the best ways to do it is by putting out a video on what is bonus depreciation, or, what is cost segregation, or who qualifies, or there's so many different topics we can cover from different angles. There's limitless videos that you could make. A minute and a half, that's about the attention span of most people.
Yeah, no, that's true. We are definitely seeing that trend that so what advice would you give a new rep?
Start. Just
do it.
However, just do it.
Do it.
You can use your phone. You don't need special equipment.
Right.
Make sure you're in a well-lit place and use your phone. Just videotape yourself on your phone. If you don't know how to do captions, don't do captions. Some of the platforms will put the captions in for you if you want, or there's all kinds of software out there that you can pick up that will put the fancy, colored captions and highlight different things, or emojis or whatever, if you want to get real fancy with it. But you don't have to. Just get out there and post.
Yeah, it's remember, everybody that's watching this actually has a phone with a camera on it.
Yep.
And if you're filming your kids or you're filming your grandkids or whatever, it's no different than filming yourself and explaining something and then posting it. It's not.
Just make sure you turn the camera around so it's facing you. I found a couple of them where it was just scenery and I was talking. So
yeah, I think that one of the main messages is I'm hearing from you is don't be afraid.
No, it's true.
And just do it. And you'll get better.
And I get calls regularly from people. Now, I've got hundreds of videos out there.
Right.
But I get calls regularly from people, and I'll ask them, well, how did you get my information? And they'll say, oh, I saw your videos.
Yeah. Are you using any kind of hashtags or anything like that?
Again, I'm using an AI program that puts the hashtags in for me. But
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what hashtags are, it's you've seen the ampersand, the little pound sign. Now, the generations behind us call it a hashtag, and it'll have a keyword in it that is pertinent to something you're discussing in the video. And that makes it easier for the algorithms to promote that video when someone is searching for that topic.
and some people actually subscribe to a hashtag,
Right.
And so they get every video that's with that hashtag.
Right.
So, you're definitely going to do cost segregation, bonus depreciation, tax savings,
Right.
Those kinds of things. So if there's anybody who's looking for that in particular, they're going to find your video. Because sometimes it's sort of a, it's sort of a random thing who actually gets to see your video until you build up some followers.
I think the tech companies have this shroud of mystery on how it all works. But
They like that.
sure they do. They get to control it. But there are things you can do, and there's things that you can do like today with the equipment you have. I would suggest that if you're going to do this, to go on Amazon or somewhere and buy an inexpensive light so you can have just a little bit of light on your face. One of the faux pas is don't have a window behind you because that makes the video fuzzy.
Absolutely.
Have the window in front of you. And if you can splurge for a good microphone, I mean, for $27, $25 on Amazon, you can get a good, like a cardioid mic. But we're in a day and age to where the equipment is a lot cheaper. So for way less than $100, you can be set up to just get started.
Yep. I wound up at the very beginning winning a sales contest at another company that I worked with, and the prize was $1,000 worth of whatever you wanted to buy from Amazon. So I bought a video studio. I bought the studio lights and the tripods and up the green screen, and
Wow.
now I just shoot at my desk.
Okay, so I want y'all to hear that. A while back, he spent $1,000 on gear, and now the gear he's using is probably a lot. Can be had for just $100, $150 all in. And so don't be afraid. If you want to run something by the home office and say, does this look okay? Any of the people in the marketing department will be glad to give you any, thoughts, opinions, guidance on any of that stuff. We just want you to not be afraid of it because, David's the guy. He's out of all of our reps. He's crushing it with social media. So that, he was here in town at the home office, and I was like, hey, let's talk about social media. So thank you.
Happy to do it. It's
Appreciate
crazy.
it. Okay, good. All right. Take care.